Hello, y'all. I am here. This is my first video talking, so it's kind of awkward. I apologize for that, and I apologize if I do cough. I decided to record this for y'all because recently I broke up with my girlfriend, and I just want to talk about that. We broke up. This is our second time breaking up, and what? And it's been hard. It's been 24 hours since, so I'm gonna catch up on what I've been feeling and everything else like that. So it started. Everything was fine in the first 3 months. Everything was fantastic. We broke up December 31st on New Year's at first, and it didn't affect me as much as it did. But a few days later, she got with another guy, and that broke me. I went into depression, almost ended my life, actually. And it's hard to say, but I want to share this and share my experiences so no one else has to go through that. And if you can relate, this video is for you, I guess. But I'm gonna try to keep as much editing and as much things to a minimum. So this is just gonna be a raw you and us, or you and I. So it started off as normal, you know, just a simple relationship, and then we broke up on New Year's, and then I felt an impression, like I said. At first it was hard for me because I didn't know what to do. She dated another guy a few days after, we broke up. And then I did the dumb decision of texting her again. And then she broke up with that guy and then got with me. I'm not cutting this entire tree down, I'm too lazy. And we got back together, and at first it hurt when she kind of gave up on me and replaced me so fast. I basically said to myself, am I that replaceable? I guess I am. I'm not gonna, fall on that. But days later, we got back together, and everything was fine at first, until we kept on doing the same thing we did in the past, where she would question me a lot, just out of the blue. And I would be, playing Minecarft by myself, for instance, or even sleeping, and she would question me and saying, I know you're on Minecarft. And I'm like, I'm not, I was sleeping. And she would say, so Minecarft is more important than me? And I was so confused, and of course, I, said no, it's not, and try to, console her. But she kept on saying, well, you're addicted to it. I'm like, I'm not addicted to it. I just play it when I'm bored, and it's my only game that I have on my computer. She didn't believe me, and after a few seconds, actually a few days later, she came back and said, "You don't spend as much time with me as you don't spend as much time with me." And I kind of I'm not a person that usually, talks with people or does many activities. So I'm kind of shy in that sense. It's very hard for me to interact because I'm socially awkward, even, when I'm close with someone. It's hard for me to interact with them and spend time with them. And she didn't get that, and, it's understandable. But at the end of the day, I don't really have any hard feelings. I do have regrets, but that's in the past, so. So, it's been hard. So if the one lesson I can learn is breakups are hard, but they are okay to break up with someone if you know it's not working out, and and you gotta look forward. You have to think to yourself, will I want this when I'm married with her and have to deal with this all my life? You have to think of that. It's a hard decision to make. And I made that decision, and I broke up with her. It was hard for me too. The final straw was, I played D&D, and at the beginning of our relationship, I said I would stop playing D&D, but I started playing because we broke up, and I was like, okay, I have nothing better to do, might as well. So months went by. Not months. The feeling that I'm feeling right now is like regret and like sadness, but I still love her, and I'm not too sure if she still loves me. But at the end of the day, it's fine. I can just grow from this. It's damn. No, sorry about that. But let's just play Minecarft together and talk what's been going on in my life. I just applied for a job, got denied, so that's kind of sad, but it's the way the cookie crumbles. I'm not too worried about it, not too bummed. And you gotta, I'm only 17, but I know if there's anyone younger than me listening to this, if you want some advice, my advice is to think. Before you make any split decisions, you want to think on how this will affect you. Think, in the long run, how will I be able to live with this? That's a bear. will I be able to live with this? Now, it's it's hard to come to that decision. I know firsthand, but you have to come with that decision. It's not a I can just wait. You have to think about it. It is a guaranteed fact. And I would recommend anyone that is listening to this to listen to, before ow before think before saying anything to a relationship, you may want to think about what you say. Now, you will lie. Don't promise them that you will never lie to them, because you will lie even though you don't mean to, or you lie because of their sake. You will lie. But I will say this with a grain of salt. You will lie. So don't promise them anything. You can promise them that you'll love them. Promise them that you'll be there for them when it matters. But don't promise them to not break up with them, to never lie to them. You can promise not to cheat, and I really hope that you do keep that promise, because even I will be disappointed if you do break that. So because you decided to date them, why are you even with them if you're gonna cheat? So, in the end of the day, just be with them when the time matters. You don't have to be with them 24/7. Be with them when the time matters. It can be during their hardest moments or their brightest days. Just be with them. I know it's hard with me, it's hard to, do that, because I have a hard time being there when it matters. Where the hell? Being there when it matters. But please just be with them. I've been getting back into D&D. That's something that's been going on. School's a different story in a sense. But I'm trying to focus more on it. If there is one thing I do regret in my life, it is I do regret a lot of things in my life. You will regret some things. Even though you say you won't, you will. They're guaranteed. I mean, unless you are like, I don't know, What's some other advice I can give you? Oh, redstone. It's my life may seem difficult right now, but I can promise you one thing: it will get better. Um, Life has its ups and downs. Mainly downs, but once you do get into, the highs, don't forget them. Hold them, cherish them. If you're saying this, when you're like 10, even though you shouldn't, sorry, but there's sensitive topics like, killing myself. My advice for you, if you're 10, if you're 11, if you're 12, hey, if you're even, 43, to never give up. There's always something waiting for you. If you say you have no one, I will be here. So don't say you have no one, because you can talk with people, advice, if you really are having a difficult time. You can go to Reddit and ask people. I was hoping I would hit a cave. You can ask people in Reddit. They're very helpful. Even though Reddit is a dark place, ask for help. I wouldn't say to talk to your parents first about it, but if it gets so severe, please talk to your parents. Tell them what's going on. They may not believe you at first, but please tell them so that they know. And if you're scared, it's okay. Because everyone is scared. That's a fear. That's a human fear. Everyone is scared. And I'm gonna keep y'all posted of how I feel, so y'all are not worried about me. Damn. Do I not really have enough? What is this? If you're here late at night, you should probably get some bed. I'm not one to beg to differ. It's probably like 5 in the morning, but just if you're here, all I say is get some rest. It may be hard, but if you do struggle with thoughts of at night, especially, I'd recommend going to putting on some music. There's this guy called Ryan. He makes some like lo-fi beats, like you can help sleep with. I will put him in the description. It's Ryan Beats and Ryan. I don't know if they're two separate people, but if they are, congratulations to them. Amazing stuff that they do. But right now is the end of the video, and I'm in a 2x1 hole, and I will see y'all next time. Wrong thing. still wrong thing.